Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are doing well and thank you so much that we just hit 1000 subscribers on this channel. Honestly, this platform is because all of you guys. Thanks for giving so much support and love. I hope this will grow day by day with all of you. And I will ensure that you will be getting better and better video content from my side 100%. So let's start our today's session. In the previous session, we have discussed voltage and current division rule and solved numerical based on that. In this session, we are going to discuss different types of sources used in electrical circuits and network. So let's get started. The sources are basically classified into two types. One is voltage sources, another one is current sources. The source which provide continuous voltage to the circuit is known as voltage source. The source which provides continuous current to the given circuit or network, then it is called as current source. This voltage source again classified into independent and dependent voltage sources. One is independent voltage source, another one is dependent voltage source. The independent voltage source is the source whose voltage value or the value of voltage does not depend on any other voltage source or current source in the circuit. Then it is called as independent voltage source. If the value of voltage depends on any other voltage source or current source, then it is called as dependent voltage source. Similarly, for current source, again it is classified into two types. One is independent current source and one is dependent current source. If the value of current does not depends on any other voltage source or current source in the same network or different network, then it is known as independent current source. If the value depends on any other voltage source or current source, then it is called as dependent current source. Okay. Again, these independent voltage and independent current sources are classified into ideal voltage source or ideal current source and practical voltage source and practical current source. This independent voltage sources, whether it may be independent voltage source or independent current source, it is symbolically represented with the help of this circle with these two lines. If it is independent, circle shows independent, and these dependent sources are symbolically represented with this shape, diamond shape. Okay. Independent voltage source or independent current source are symbolically represented with the help of circle, and dependent sources, whether current or voltage, it is represented with the help of this diamond shape. Suppose it is an independent voltage source, then voltage is represented with plus minus in the circle. This will be the voltage source. Suppose it is a current source, then it will be the symbol for current source. If it is a dependent voltage source, then this will be the case, and if it is a dependent current source, then this will be the current source, where arrow is shown in this diamond shape. Okay, these are the symbols for independent and dependent voltage and current sources. So let's see the independent voltage source and independent current source in detail. Here, independent voltage source. In case of independent voltage source, the terminal voltage of the source is not dependent on any other voltage source or current source in the circuit. That means the value is independent of the other voltage sources or current sources. Then it is called as independent voltage source. This independent voltage source is classified into two types. One is ideal voltage source and another one is practical voltage source. These are the symbols for ideal voltage source, where plus minus, this is the battery having voltage, capital voltage V volts, and this is also voltage source with this A and B terminals, these two terminals. Okay, and this is the symbol for practical voltage source, where these are the same A and B terminals. This is the V voltage, and this RS is the internal voltage, internal resistance of the source, internal resistance of the source in terms of ohm. See, in case of ideal voltage source, RS is absent, but in case of practical voltage source, this RS is present between these two points. Suppose these are the small A and B point. then where is here small a and b point is there. In between a and b, Rs is connected in case of practical voltage, and which is the internal resistance of this voltage source. That means this is the resistance of source itself. Okay, and the combination of this V and Rs combinedly called it as a practical voltage source. Here Rs is absent, but between the A and B point are connected with a good conducting wire. That means the value of Rs will be what? 0 ohm, and here Rs having a definite value of something ohm. Okay, suppose 2 ohm and Rs will be 2 ohm. This is the internal resistance. Remember that in case of ideal voltage source, the Rs is 0, and in case of practical, it present. Okay. Now, let's take ideal voltage source and practical voltage source comparison. What is the difference between them? Here, ideal voltage source is shown symbolically with this in circle, plus minus is shown with the supply voltage V, and here these are the A and B points. These are the A and B points. Here dotted line is shown, and this is RL, is load resistance is infinite. That means without load is not connected, and it is open circuited at A and B. As it is open circuited, the current flowing through the circuit will be 0, because it is open circuited, and the voltage between these two terminals is known as terminal voltage Vt. Okay, and this will be what? Same value V without load. Again, if load is connected between A and B, suppose these are the same points A and B, if load resistance RL is connected between them, then again what will be the current? As there is a closed path for the flow of current I will flow from this positive terminal of the source to the load, again to the negative terminal of the source. Okay, now in this case also, this is the Vt is nothing but supply voltage V. Supply voltage V. With and without load, the terminal voltage is equals to V. So when we plot this, we will get this straight line. As the load, if we change the load, it does not changes the terminal voltage. Terminal voltage remains same in case of ideal voltage source. So let's see what happens in case of practical voltage source. Here the Rs is shown as in case of practical voltage source. Rs is the internal resistance of this source itself, and when the load is not connected, it is open circuited, so current will be 0, and this Vt equals to V when it is without load. When the load is connected, this RL load is connected between the same point. These are the A and B points. B, this is again A, and this is B. Here the closed path for the current is available, so current flows through this circuit from positive terminal of the battery to through Rs, through RL, and again to the negative terminal of the source. Now what will the value of this Vt? This total V is dropped across this Rs and RL, because this RL and RL are connected in series. So total voltage V will be voltage drop across Rs plus voltage across load resistance. So voltage, this VRL is what? Terminal voltage. So terminal voltage Vt will be V minus V into Rs, and this is the voltage drop across series resistance Rs, and which is can be written as I into Rs according to the Ohm's law. So when current increases, this drop increases, and this drop increases, then Vt automatically decreases. That means when we plot the curve, when current increases, the Vt reduces. When there is a no load, then Vt equals to supply voltage or source voltage V, but when the current increases, the Vt decreases, okay, due to this voltage drop across this internal resistor. Okay, so let's see in case of current source, the independent current source. In case of this independent current source, the current supplied by the source does not depend on any other voltage source or current source. Then it is called as independent current source. This Independent current sources are again classified into ideal current source and practical current source. These are the symbols for ideal current source, where the circle is shown, that means it is independent source, and arrow with current I is shown, that means it is independent current source and it is ideal. There is no internal resistance shown here. The internal resistance is not shown here. This is the symbol for ideal current source. Here practical current source is shown, where the internal resistance of the source is shown in parallel with the source. This is the symbol for practical current source. Here A and B point is there. Here also A and B point is there. Okay, and suppose these are the small a and small b point. Here also small a and small b. Here the internal resistance of the source is not present. Here internal resistance of the source is present. So RSH has a definite value here. Here what will be the value of RSH? As it is not connected, that means it is open circuited. Okay, open circuited, and the value of open circuit is what? Resistance is infinity. So RSH is infinite in case of ideal current source, and in case of practical current source it is having definite value. And always in case of current source, the internal resistance is added in parallel with the source, and in case of voltage source, the internal resistance is added in series with the source. Okay, remember this. Now let's compare the ideal current source and ideal practical current source. Here this is the symbol for ideal current source, where RSH is what? RSH is infinity. Here RSH infinity, so open circuit here, so current does not flow through this branch. Current start flowing here, from here again through the load and through the back to the source. So, and this is the load resistance. So voltage across load will be what? I into total current, I into RL. So when the load is connected to the ideal current source, then load current is always the source current, equals to the source current. So it is when there is a change in load also, again the load current is equals to this source current always. In case of practical current source, the RSH is connected between these 2 points, as it is internal resistance of the source itself. So this current flowing through the circuit when the load is connected is get distributed at this point in these 2 branches. Here ISH and this is IL. So I will be what? ISH plus IL. Okay, so always this IL will be less than this source current because of this RSH. So always this load current will be always less than this source current, and when there is a change in load, again we will get the different value of load current which is not equal to I. Okay, this is the difference between ideal current source and practical current source. Let's take one task here. Here question is what? Identify the sources. Here symbols are given and we have to identify the sources. As we know, the circle indicates what? Circle indicates independent sources. So these are 4 are independent sources, and diamond represent dependent sources. So these 4 are dependent sources. Here RSH, this plus minus V is shown, that means it is a voltage source, and RS is 0, so it is a ideal voltage source. It is RSH is not given, that is it is infinity, so this is ideal current source. Here RSH is shown and this is current source. This is practical current source. This is practical voltage source, as RS is connected in series with the source. Here these are the dependent sources, where this is the voltage source V, this is the current, arrow indicates current, this is plus minus voltage, this is current also, and this is depends upon what? Vx, that means voltage dependent. So it will be voltage dependent voltage source, and it will what? The value of I is depends upon Iy, that means it is current dependent current source. This is what? Current dependent voltage source, and this is voltage dependent current source. In this way we can identify different types of sources connected in the given network or circuit. Okay, so In the next session, we are going to discuss source transformation technique. Till then, stay tuned, keep learning. Thank you.